right, 7:12. Thanks for staying with 13 on your side of weekend mornings. We're going to start right here with a look out on the weather deck, specifically looking at temperatures right here. And if you can see, I actually don't even need to walk up close to see exactly what it is. It's below zero and it's in the negatives, folks. This is what we are waking up to this morning. Negative temps, and I am not okay. Amber, what is going on? I mean, I know earlier we were sitting at negative 15 degrees this morning. Have we gotten colder?
It's gotten colder.
What?
Yeah, more layers, more and more layers are needed. Yeah, we keep on dropping down, so I do hesitate to even say this is the coldest temperature of today because we were saying that at minus 18, we just hit minus 19. So
there we go,
seriously cold temperatures. Yeah.
Wow.
Bundle up. Jeez, it is not comfortable out there. Now, this isn't quite in the top 10 for the coldest temperatures that Grand Rapids has ever seen of all time. That coldest temperature being minus 24 back in 1899, but even the 9 and 10 spots that we're seeing from this, minus 20 degrees, and we're only 1 degree off from that. We are seeing some rare cold. This is not something that we get every day by any means. Some really cold temperatures throughout this morning. Minus 19 once again for Grand Rapids, Ionia. Big Rapids, you hit negative 27 this morning. Look along the lakeshore, though, how negative single digits is more so that lowest temperature that we've been seeing. That's because of cloud cover that's been hanging around the lakeshore still, keeping you just a little bit warmer than the rest of us further inland that have seen quite a bit of clear skies. So here's what we're looking at in terms of our temps right now. Muskegon, you've had some of that cloud cover. That's why your temperatures are currently at negative 4. Same thing in Holland. Temperatures at negative 18 for Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, minus 22 in Fremont at this point. Now, our feels like temperatures not very far off from what our actual temperature is reading because winds are fairly calm right now, between about 0 to 5 miles an hour for our sustained winds. Throughout the rest of the day, still expecting it to get colder. 13 weather ball is blue. Colder weather is in view, but it's solid. Not going to get that snow for today, at least. This is sponsored by LaFontaine Ford of Grand Rapids. Here's where we're headed. Temperatures back in the positives this afternoon. That will all start up even just later this morning. Now, we're not exactly warm by any means. Still single digits throughout the rest of the day, but at least we are above zero. And with calmer winds on the way, we're also going to be feeling at least a little bit better. Feels like temperatures still below zero, but only in the negative single digits into this afternoon, as winds will only be gusting up to about 10 to 15 miles an hour, sustained for many of us between about 3 to 6 miles an hour inland, closer to the 4 to 8 mile an hour mark near the lakeshore. Moral of the story, we are not going to be seeing strong winds by any means. We're also going to be seeing possibly a little bit of sunshine. So a few things that we can look forward to for today. Just make sure that you are really bundled up as we are still dealing with this cold to kick off the weekend with our 13 weather impact alert still in place. Tomorrow we do drop that back in the double digits at very least. So it's still very cold, just not quite as cold as what we've seen for yesterday and today. Now, Sunday, something else to talk about. Snow back on its way, back in the forecast. That's largely going to be south of Grand Rapids, mainly along the I-94 corridor, and that's because of a system that you've probably heard about over the past few days. This major system that's going to be impacting much of the central United States, currently developing over New Mexico, Texas, into Oklahoma, and it will extend further off to the northeast as we head throughout the rest of this weekend. That's why we're seeing multiple winter alerts just smattered across much of the country, but thankfully we are missing out on the bulk of the impacts of this. Still, though, we could end up seeing a little bit of snowfall. Today staying quiet, but some snow starts to move in from our south into our Sunday morning, lasting throughout the day, mainly staying south of I-96. This will start to move out as we're getting into the beginning of next week with lake effect to follow by the time we hit Monday. In terms of how much snow to expect, 1 to 3 inches looking possible along the I-94 corridor, but as you're getting north of I-96, north of Grand Rapids really, that's where we're not going to be seeing much accumulation at all, likely less than an inch if that. As far as today goes, temperatures near the lakeshore still in those single digits, hanging on to more cloud cover, but some breaking of the clouds is possible further inland for our northern zone, where we're still in the single digits, and same thing for our southern zone today. Now, as far as temperatures go, heading into the next couple of days, some improvements, less frigid air on the way. Your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. So we are back in the teens heading into next week. 17 degrees for that high on Tuesday. 17 never felt so good. We are going to also be seeing snow chances still during that time frame, lasting from Sunday all the way through Wednesday before it looks like we could get a bit of sunshine back in the forecast to close out this upcoming work week.